Hi everyone, it's Kathy here from Bello's Designs, and today we're going to do a few cards using some brushes and the new VersaFine Clair colours that have just been released. So the first card we're going to do is a floral scene. The second card is Mimsy and a mouse, and the last card is Jaylanda with some sea urchins. So for this project you're going to need some Multifarious card, cut 6 inches by 4 inches. The first card I did, the flower scene, I double mounted. So we've got some, I think I've written it on the back of here to remind me. The Multifarious card is 4 by 6. The blue matting card is 6.5 inches by 4.5 inches. And the lilac is 6.5 inches by 4.5 inches. And in centimetres, that's 10 by 15, 11 by 16, and 11.5 by 16.5. So that's for the first card, and then we'll mount that onto a piece of card once folded, measures 5 inches by 7 inches. For the next two cards, the same thing. We've got a piece of Multifarious card cut approximately 4 inches by 6 inches, and some matting card that's cut 4.25 by 6.25 inches. So we've got enough there to make 3 cards, and we'll put that onto a piece of card measures 5 by 7. Right, for the stamps, I'm going to use, for the floral scene, the main card, we're going to use LAV 846 Meadow Blossom. I'm going to use the larger one. The LAV 747 Tall Dandelion. The LAV 815 Harmony, and we're going to use Nature and Flower. And the Nigel Damascena LAV 119, I'm going to use the larger one. Lastly, we've got Orchard Grass, which is LAV 672. And for Mimsy, we're going to use the Tall Dandelion again, and we're going to use LAV 401 Mimsy and LAV 402 3 Woodlands Mice, and I'm using the one on the left. And for Jaylanda, I'm going to be using LAV 634 Jaylanda and LAV 631 Urchins. Right, and I'm going to use a couple of different size acrylic boards. I'm going to use this very tall one here for Jaylanda, and we're going to use some other ones for the other items. Right, so that's all the stamps. The inks we're going to be using today, the new release colours, the VersaFine Clair. We've got Barley Blue, Avocado, and Lilac Bloom. And for the cat and the mouse, we're going to do that in Nocturne. The brushes I'm using today are Lime Green, Turquoise, and Violet. I've got a brush here just for brushing away excess glitter, a couple of colouring pencils in polychromos. I've got turn it around, I can see the name, Violet and light Colbert Turquoise. I've got a blue gel pen, I've got a black pencil in case I need it, and some Quickie Glue for the glitter. And I've also got some Sweet Poppy Low-Tax stencil tape and a bottle of water for spritzing the brushes. And the glitters I'm using today are the Eco Glitters. I've got Mermaid Blue and Fairy Tales. Right, let's get started. Move those cards out of the way. I'm going to start by doing the backgrounds first. So I'm going to get my stencil tape. And this one, I'm trying to get it approximately half the way down. So I'm not going the whole length. So you can see better on the back there. You can see it's not straight there, so I can straighten that up. But I want to go roughly halfway down, so I just get a very small border. Straighten that out a bit. The same with there, just halfway down. And again, about halfway. It's not an exact science, I'm not measuring it exactly. I just want to get it approximately right. There we go, so that's the first one. Now I need to do the other two as well. So we'll do all the backgrounds at the same time. If you want to be very economical, you could do them one at a time and reuse them, which I do sometimes, but this is for speed really. second one, and the last one. So, do that one sideways. Not long enough. Right, there we go. Right, so that's all three backgrounds done. Now I'm going to sprinkle some brush show. I'm going to start with a lilac. I'm really only putting a small amount on. And I also keep this brush is for glitter, and if I put too much, if I accidentally sprinkle too much. So I don't know how well you can see that, but it is just a few specks of lilac. The same with turquoise, just a few specks there. I'm going to have to brush those up because they've spread out too much. And move them back to the middle. And lastly, some lime green. Right, so I'm going to spritz it. I'm using a baby wipe here, just trying to keep them right. That's fine. So that's fine for the first or the second one. So let's get the second one done. Again, I'm just going to push those in a little bit. And spritz. I'm actually going to put a little bit more lime green on this one. Give it another spritz. That's the second one. Leave that to dry. And lastly, for the one that I'm going to use on Jolanda, I actually want a very small amount, so oops, would help if I took the pin out. That's fine. Brush some of that off, actually. There's one a little bit less than that. There we go. There we go. Right, I'm going to leave those to dry for 5 minutes or 10 minutes and we'll come back to it. Right, I've left them to dry for about 10 minutes and they're pretty dry, so I'm going to take off the masking tape. If you take this off carefully, you can reuse it, which I will do now. Save that for later. Right, so that's those two. and this one. So I'm going to look at my 3 backgrounds. I'm going to move my masking tape out there. I'm going to reuse that in a moment. And I think I'm going to use this one here for the flowers. So I'm going to put my masking tape back on. I'm going to put that back on while I do the stamping for this one. So I'm going to start with the flower stencils. Sorry, flower stamps. So I'm going to start with the Nigella one first. I'm going to do that one in purple. It is quite a, when I say purple, it's lilac. I'm going to put that one on the end there. This one we're going to do on this side. And while I've got the lilac out, I'm going to use it on the tall dandelion, and we'll put that one in the centre. So I'm going to take that off because I like to have that one a little bit taller, I think. About there. That's just going over the border. And then with the barley blue, I'm going to do the meadow flower. Do that one there. This one there. And lastly, I'm going to do some grass with the avocado. We'll have this one here, straight one, angled one, straight one, and another angled one. Take that off. Put those away. And now I'm going to stamp the words. Clean that off first. I'm going to stamp nature in the barley blue. Nature up there. And then flower in the lilac. Right. So now I'm going to use my colouring pencil, and I'm just going to colour in the these flowers in blue. And there we have card number 1. All done. Now to start on card number 2. So again, I'm looking at my inks, and the one with the more brushes on I'm going to use for the cat. So for Pussycat 1, I need to... My cat is quite badly stained because I used an orange to make a ginger cat with it and didn't clean it off quickly enough. Oopsie. Right, I'm going to turn that over and clean the back. I might have some glitter on it or something that's stopping it sticking. That's it. I'll turn it that way around, I think. I have Pussycat here. Yeah, I think I need my black pencil because a couple of spots there where I think I've got a bit of glitter on the board. There we go. Right, so that's Pussycat. Now we have the mouse. And we're going to use a tall dandelion in this one. I'm going to curve it. That away now. Not going to need that. So I'm going to put my masking tape back here for a minute. Turn it the other way. Move that along there. I'm going to use my blue pencil here to just round the flowers, and the same with the Pussycat. There we go. I'm going to glue this down. And stick this down. So we have card number 2. Right, so that's card 2. So our last card is going to be the Jaylander. So I've already made a bit of a pixie with the glitter here. Just quickly clean that away a bit. Right, so I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this piece of card vertical. I'm going to stamp Jolanda in the blue. So that's the barley blue. I'll do him at an angle. Just about fit on. I'm actually going to use my pressing tool for this one a bit. There we go. And I'm going to get a piece of kitchen roll, baby wipe, clean this straight away because I don't want to stain it. Right, and now I'm going to have some urchins. I'm going to do the urchins in the lilac. I'll do those down there. There we go. Right, so I'm going to start with my gel pen here. I'm just going to go around the edges just to give it a defined edge. There we go, just add a little bit of definition to some of those. And now I'm going to there we go. 3 quick cards. Thank you so much for watching. We have the nature flower, blooming marvellous, Mimsy and the mouse, and Jolanda. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already joined our Facebook groups, please do consider joining our 2 groups. We have Del Bello's Designs Lounge for all products at Lavinia, and we also have Del Bello's a la carte lounge for all of the other products that Patty sells. So I'd love to see you there. Thank you. Till next time. Bye bye.